Hey everyone. Since today is the last day of the year 2022, I thought it fitting to make today's topic the most important lesson that I've learned this year. And that lesson is the importance of putting yourself first. Now, this is a lesson that I've already known is very important, especially if you've been following me for a while. You've probably heard me mention this or talk about it quite a few times by now. But this year really solidified its importance in my mind because this year kind of forced me to put myself first more than many years in the past have. And it's not even because of like my relationships with my friends and family members. It's more so because of my romantic relationships that really kind of turned me in this direction. Also, the fact that I really want to get out of the place that I live, so I've been working towards getting out of there. So that's made it so that dating is just something that I haven't really focused on. I kind of did earlier in the year, and I had some experiences that made me want to focus on myself because I met some great women and it just didn't work out with them. One of them was not reciprocating much. She and I connected super deeply, like to the point where I was thinking, holy crap, like this could become something. And that was what screwed me over because as soon as I had that hope, then things started to go downhill. And yeah, she wasn't reciprocating much. And I ended up not talking to her anymore. I stopped reaching out to her and she didn't reach out to me at all. So that basically told me, hey, she didn't care about me anyway. Oh well, that was that. So that one died, and that one really was kind of like a kick in the rear for me because she was one of the few women I've met who I actually believed I would consider getting into a relationship with. Now, for anyone who knows me personally, they know that doesn't happen often because I'm incredibly picky. And, I mean, you kind of have to be in today's world when so few people work on themselves. So my standards are pretty darn high. So meeting a woman like that, it doesn't happen often. So that did trip me up a bit because I was like, oh crap, I was hoping that would work out and it didn't. That sucks. And then met a few other pretty decent, fun women as well, and those also went nowhere. So at some point I just started thinking like, well, what's the point of me even trying to do this? I know this sounds a bit like self-defeatist, but that's not really what it was. It was just, I was like, am I wasting my time and energy doing this? Because there are very important things that I'm focused on. And the big one, as I mentioned earlier, is me wanting to move the hell out of the place that I live. And I don't just mean moving out of the city, I mean moving out of the state entirely. I want to get out of California because it's just, well, I won't get into that, but I basically believe it's falling apart and it's too expensive. So I need to get the hell out of that freaking state that is horribly ran. So that's one of the big things. And that also ties into why I realize dating is kind of dumb right now, because if I were to meet a great woman that I'd actually consider getting into a relationship with, I'm going to be moving out at some point and I'm not going to stay for her. I know that sounds messed up, but I wouldn't. Why? I mean, staying in Los Angeles will only lead to my happiness and mental health further decreasing over time. So I'm not going to stay for a woman. I know like a lot of people who have been raised with all these romantic media things that they've been conditioned by would probably disagree, but hey, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not staying there. If I met a woman like that, she'd either have to come with me or things wouldn't work out, and that's where I'm at. So that realization made me think even more, why even bother dating? Like, I need to just focus on myself, put myself first, get my life in order, move out of LA, and then I can finally consider pursuing women again. But currently it's just, yeah, the cards aren't aligned for it. And this was the most important lesson for me, just realizing I had to put myself first and stop even really bothering with dating at all. Like now I kind of am hands off with dating. I don't really try at all and that sort of thing. I'm more so expect to see the woman trying a lot, and if she does, then I'll be like, okay, maybe something could happen here. She's actually reciprocating and showing interest. That's a great sign that is very rare nowadays, unfortunately. So yeah, but that's where I'm at. So that was the most important lesson for me. Just I need to get my life in order because I do not want to stay in the area that I live. And that means I've got to put myself first. And there is a lot going on there. Like I've thought about this a lot, and it will suck leaving a lot of my really close friends. I mean, that part is like, that's like the worst of it, really. Like that thought does not make me happy, but I have to get out of Los Angeles. I wish I could take all my friends with me, but that would be really unfair to them. So it's more so, and some of them are even talking about getting out of Los Angeles themselves. So I feel like we're all going to end up in just random places at some point. But hey, thank God we still have these phones and whatnot to stay in touch. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we got to do things that are difficult, but we know we need to do them because they're what's best for our mental health and our happiness. So sometimes you just got to put yourself first and do those difficult things and make your life better, and over time adapt to the new situations you've put yourself in, whether it be moving to a new area, getting a new job, getting into a new relationship, whatever it may be. We just got to adapt. But I have learned it's very important to put yourself first. And real quick before I end the video, just want to say, I've said this in plenty of other videos where I talk about this concept. Putting yourself first doesn't make you selfish. Being selfish is where you care about yourself only and you don't really care at all about other people, so you're willing to walk all over them and treat them unfairly, that sort of thing. You can put yourself first while still caring about others and not being a complete a-hole. So yeah, don't feel like putting yourself first means you're being selfish and a bad person, because that is simply not true at all. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to leave you with in this video, just another little added piece of motivation to put yourself first, because yeah, it's not going to make you a bad person. It just means you're working on getting your life in order before you then try to invite other people into it or to try to help others. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you actually please share with me what was the most important life lesson you learned this year as well in the comments. I would love to see that down below, but I don't want this video to get too long, so I'll end it here. But I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Definitely leave your own thoughts on what was the most important lesson for you this year in the comment section below. I'll look forward to reading them, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!